Okay, I wanted to do a quick run through of all the perks that that are available for my campaign. This campaign is going to be mainly about the idea of promoting this nodal concept of beat jazz systems together as one evolving sonic fractal matrix, basically. So starting with the $7 perk, that has all of the music that comes out of the development of the system and the CAD files and the software files and all of these things. This is a pre-order, so you can still download the music. Even now, anybody can. But the package that has all of the stuff in it, that is the perk. And that's the reason why it's €7, so that $7, so I can, make the project happen. But when it's done, you'll get the whole package again with everything in it. So that comes for $7. For $25, this is my logo. See, right here. And this is a pendant that that I designed. That where I can you can play it around your neck. And it will have a USB key in it that will also have all of the data and all that stuff with a few extra bits, because I have 4 gigs in here, so I can put a lot of extra stuff. And we're going to design this with lights, so that kind of like the units. So when you put it in, it'll be just regular, but when you click it in a little bit further, the lights will come on. It'll give me a chance to experiment with conductive plastic. So that's the €25 perk. For $25, for 50, there will be parts. So, like for instance, like the hand unit parts. So, like you would get like the back plate and the keypad and all of the different pieces that make up one of the units, right? So for the left hand, the right hand, or the headset. So the headset parts are, and it comes with the elastic and the padding and the bolts and everything. So when you get it, you should be able to just put it together, right? And so for $150, you get all of those parts. So you get, just everything. I got like, you just get like everything to make one of the systems. And it'll come with all the mechanical parts. It'll come with all the little soft parts that allow it to press the force sensing resistors and all that stuff. All that stuff will be thrown in there. It just won't be assembled. For $350, I'll assemble it, which means that basically all you have to do is provide the electronic parts, and and you can modify it how you want, because it's modular. It was made to be where this part, you can always just replace that one part instead of having to replace the entire system. Or if you want to modify it, you can change this part. So for $500, you get the actually, I'm jumping ahead. It's actually only up to the $350 is the one where I assemble it. So that's what it looks like when it's unassembled. I didn't show that. That and this is, I mean, it'll be in one of a number of colors, but you can see that it'll have all the parts. It'll look just like this, except it'll also have the padding and the other things, but no electronic parts. So that's for $350. For $500, you get one of the units. The units are the left hand, the right hand, or the mouth, but the headset. So you get this, and it works, meaning that it's and because it's Wi-Fi, you'll be able to link it directly to your laptop or smartphone or whatever, and you'll be able to use it as a gestural controller for whatever purposes you want. Everything about it is made to be adjustable. You can see here that these bolts allow this to be adjusted, as well as here and here. These are very important because these lock the hand into place so that you have leverage when you're doing things with the thumb or the fingers. You can get the leverage from these. You have to feel it to know what I'm talking about. That's the Arduino Fio. Comes with the battery, and I make these wonderful proto board shields, and so far none of them have failed in the 2 years that I've been using it. A wire might come loose or something, but the board itself hasn't failed, and pretty much once it's assembled, it just works because it's a simple design. So so for 500 you get either this or the right hand or a fully assembled headset, but without you don't get the headphones and all this stuff. That's my stuff, just stuff that I had laying around. It'll look like this, but it will have all the electronics on it. And one of these for 500. And of course, you can get all three for 1500, but that won't come with the wireless router or the computer or any of that stuff. Now, for 2000, that's when you start getting into the node concept, and that will come with a wireless router that will allow it to connect with other nodes. So it'll be a system that once it comes in the mail, it works, and that's kind of important because it's otherwise with all this tweaking and changing and stuff, it can be a little bit of a headache. But that system will have probably a Raspberry Pi, but I'm not married to that idea yet. But it will have the router, and it'll have a computer that's running pure data that will interpret all of the sensor information coming from the system, and then it will be able to send that to wherever you want, whether to another computer or to, if you want to add an embedded system or whatever, that'll do that. And the last perk is 2500, and that is everything. That's a computer that's going to be interpreting all the sensor information. That's another computer that's processing all the audio stuff. That is the wireless router. That is a battery system to like power all this stuff. It'll be all as much open source hardware and software as I can put in there, and then a few other bits that I either make myself or I source from other places. But the goal is to have something that's like a kit in reverse, where it comes assembled, you can play it, but eventually I hope that you start to say, I could do this better, I could change that, I could do these things, and then you feel the need to kind of take it apart and change a few things and twist them. So that will be a fully functional version 1 node. It won't be a, this is an iterative process. I'm learning how to do it while I'm doing it. I'm just sharing what I'm doing. So that will, and then all of these perks will allow me to create a better system that will be more robust and be able to evolve over time, because it's going to take a while before anybody gets into this stuff. I know this. I'm looking at 5 to 10 years of iteration before people actually get into the idea of this kind of a sonic fractal matrix. So the money that I generate from these crowdfunding campaigns allow me to focus on the idea for idea's sake rather than for commercial sake. So I hope that you get a chance to check out the campaign and follow it, and I'll be updating it regularly, and I hope that you dig it. If you decide that you want to see some of this stuff happen now, contribute through PayPal, because then that goes straight into my PayPal account, and I can start building some of these things. Some of the more expensive things that I can't afford to build right now, I can build them right away. And I can start, and the first one will be the robot. I am going to build this robot as soon as possible. But servos cost money. So if you want to see that happen, as much as I want to see it happen, contribute to the campaign. It's at Indiegogo. I probably have the address somewhere right around in here. And hey, I hope you dig it. Peace.